Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel is Finding Value. Today we're going to do our daily technical analysis update of gold and silver. We'll go over the dollar. We've got a lot of volatility, a lot of news coming out around the Russian-Ukraine conflict. And in all honesty, guys, this went all over the place today. We went massively higher. Then I actually we went from pre-market of $60 an ounce in gold to $9 down is what I'm seeing here. $10 down. Lots of volatility. You know what I did? I didn't do anything. I held on to my shares and did absolutely nothing. Um, the overall structural conditions are positive for gold and silver and platinum and all these commodities. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do absolutely nothing. War is not going to fix this problem that we're in. It's not going to hamper the expansionary phase of real estate, and I think it won't be long lasting. I don't think. It's just kind of my intuition, and maybe I'm wrong. But let's dive in here. I'll give you my financial opinion, and here we go. This is the dollar. Dollar was up today. Lots of fear in the market. Dollar up. If I were to look at this on a daily chart, massive move to the upside. This is on a 1-minute candlestick basis, and then a break to the downside. So we have an uptrend break and then another downtrend break. This looks like it wants to go. We'll see. And if you want to do a short term, you just kind of put a pattern like this on it, where it looks like it wants to break to the upside again. We'll see what happens there. Lots of scared people. It did break to the upside here. We could come all the way up and do the full retest before the move lower for the dollar. This is DXY, the dollar index. The 10-year yield slightly lower. It means there was fear in the market. People were running to bonds. It was pretty much flat, so it wasn't like rates really went anywhere. This is actually a bullish pattern to move higher for rates. So I do think this is going to end its way up, going up, resolve upward. So I think rates are going to continue higher. It sold off throughout the day and then got bought back up to basically flat. Looking at gold, gold put the largest wick that I've seen probably ever in gold. We're right at this resistance line of the 1900-ish area where I put that resistance line. And I thought we were ready to go, ready to blow to the upside today. And you know what? This was a kind of a dud. I mean, we came all the way back down. It doesn't mean anything's bad. I was just saying that, I did not expect it to end the day lower. If you were to ask me, is gold going to end the day lower? I would have never guessed that. Silver ended a little bit lower, down 1.6%, following suit with a large wick at the top. Again, we'll see what tomorrow brings us. Looks like platinum was down to 3% as well, pulling on back. We've got nice support underneath it. So we'll see where this ends up. Again, I am not doing anything. If this comes back down here, I am buying more. I am relentless. I am sticking with the thesis and the strategy that I have in place. Mining companies, they reversed quite hard and underperformed gold. They look like rock stars in the beginning of the day, and let's just say they blew it by the end of the day. Corona Resources, down day to day, and we're just going to see that across the board, guys. It's bearish piercing pattern. So we'll see if we head lower over the next week or so. Bearish piercing, failed breakout at the moment of this downtrend line. So it's still holding in place. GDX, an ETF. Hopefully we can load up here. GDX is the larger mining companies. Again, it's got that nice big wick at the top. Not wick, but a candlestick that opened up and finished lower. The momentum is heading down. People sold this off throughout the day. SIL's got the same thing. It just didn't. It opened kind of slightly up and came back down. And then all the other stocks, they all are very similar to that. This is a big bearish engulfing pattern where we could head lower with it. Interesting. Koya Resources, I've got the move here. We'll see if it prescribes to that move. Another bearish piercing type pattern with a bullish engulfing the day before it. Man, the volatility here is ridiculous. The buyers and sellers are literally slapping themselves in the face, back and forth, slapping themselves. I don't know. They're slapping all sorts of stuff. This is a resistance line. We came up, hit that resistance line, and sold off for silver. That's AG, First Majestic Silver. Newmont tried to do the break. I mean, there must be some people out there that know if this breaks and goes that we could run quite dramatically. But, you know, they did a stick save right at the support, a resistance line. This is a resistance coming back through it. Stick save and pushed it back lower. Someone dumped a bunch of stuff today. Another one, stick save on Mag Silver, which is a bearish pattern now. Yamana Gold, bearish engulfing. We might see this pull back some. Impact Silver, lots of resistance through here. We were trying to break through it and then came all the way back down to where we started. Wow. AAGFF, Aftermath Silver, getting the slap in the face to go lower. We ended here yesterday. It gapped up and then finished lower. This is a bearish pattern to go lower. Arcana Silver, this is a bearish pattern, probably going to go lower there. PLG, bearish pattern, could go lower. We opened up, finished lower. Massive selling pressure today. Wow. And it's weird that you see this right after a big bullish engulfing day. So we'll see which way. I mean, the buyers and sellers are dueling this stuff back and forth. This is a breakout to the upside. We could see, you know, with the selling pressure today and how it finished, we could see a little bit lower pullback. And that applies to absolutely everything in the sector. Bearish engulfing there for FNV. EMX getting a little bit of a sell-off there. Teuton Resources getting the sell-off coming lower. Wheaton Precious Metals getting a bearish engulfing. Gold Royalty bearish engulfing, which means the opening and closing price engulfs the day before it, which is it's going to head lower. Statistical probability. Bearish piercing on MTA. MMX bearish engulfing. Royal Gold bearish engulfing. And Osisko Gold Royalty bearish piercing right at the top of its resistance line. It was trying to break out but didn't. Now, I mean, that's just the way it rolls, guys. And the bullish structural underpinnings of this are all still there. So we may have to wait. We may have a little bit of a pullback before we go higher. Lots of volatility in the market. Lots of people are scared. So what I do is I don't do anything. I just hold on. I just hold on. I wait. And I don't do anything. I think that the overall market conditions that are structural underneath this support higher prices. That's where my head's at. Short term, it's a banshee, guys. It's a banshee. It's going all over the place. It's a blind banshee with a bunch of noise. If a bunch of noise just and then it's just going everywhere. It's going all over the place. People are frantic, and what I do in those types of conditions, I just hold on. I don't really do anything. So I do think long term, medium term still looks good to go up. Short term even doesn't look that bad, but in the short term, we may have a little bit of a pullback, is what I'm seeing with today's price action. Very huge volatility. Quite surprising that we ended the day down with where gold was at the beginning of the day. If you guys like the content, give me a thumbs up. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.